Okay, in this section, I want to show you how I put together my blog posts and how I optimize them and everything like that. So I am one that's not great with words and I hate blogging. It is one of my biggest pet peeves. I really don't like doing it. So is what I do. I try to have my couples do the majority of the work. So I will send them a get to know you form. So once they book with me, I will send them this form and it asks them how did they meet, how he proposed, favorite things to do together. Once they fill all of this out, I copy all of their answers and then I will go over to ChatGPT and then I will paste everything in here. So, for instance, if we're going to do it on here, and this is just the back end of it, but I would copy all of this and put it into ChatGPT. And when I'm doing that, you need to make sure you have your keyword in mind. For instance, for this session, my keyword, I believe I have as Ochre Lake, Utah is my keyword for this blog post. So I went over to ChatGPT and wrote this out. Let me hurry and type this in right quick. Okay, so basically I'm always saying like write a blog post, optimize it for this keyword, and then talk about the couple, and I include all of that stuff. Then it will break it up into different parts. I do have to go in and just make sure everything is accurate because sometimes when you say a certain venue or a certain place, it won't get the correct one. So you have to go through and make sure that it is correct. And if it doesn't sound like something you would write, then you can come back in and just, say like write it in my voice or different things. And if you've used ChatGPT, I like to use the talk to text option and then just talk exactly how I do, and it gets my voice down and it will write it in a way that I would. And then once I've done that, then I will copy everything over into the back end of my website here. And so I'll put my main focus keyword over here. You want to make sure that it's in the title and that it's in the first paragraph. So I have that in the first paragraph right here, and it will tell you if you need things to change. Like over here, it will tell you if there are errors. Like this one is not really an error, it's just they want you to pay them to optimize it for AI or to optimize it for like SEO and stuff, and I don't do that. So I just make sure all of these other ones are green. And then it's important to make sure to have a link going outside of your website and one to your website. So this one just goes to my contact page, and this one, if I remember right, just goes to, let's see, I need to fix that. But this is like if you have a venue, have it go to the venue's website. Since I have that incorrect, I will go in and fix that. But you want to make sure that has an outgoing link as well. And then I just have the gallery down here. Sorry. And then with more information about Ochre Lake, I have down here as well. And that just is able for me to put the keyword in a few more times. And then after that, all that's done, you want to make sure in your preview, this is what shows up on Google when people type this up. So you want to make sure that you have all of this set up as well. So I always like to make sure I have the keyword in the description as the permalink, and then in the site, the title right here, which I already do up here. This is what it shows. So once all of that is done, you'll publish your page. And then once you've published your blog post, you're going to want to go to your Google Search Console account, and then you want to index that page. So from that point, you would go to your website, grab that link, and then you go to Google Search Console, make sure again that you're on the domain property, come up here and paste that URL up here. And right now, since I just did it, it says URL is not on Google. So now at that point, I will go and click request indexing, and this can sometimes take a few minutes. But once that's done, sometimes it can take up to 2 weeks for Google to crawl your page. So don't get too stressed if it's not done like within a few hours. Sometimes it's not that quick. But once that's done, you'll index it, and then it should start ranking at that point. If you're not ranking very well, then you need to go back in and make some changes. At this point, it will say indexing requested. That just means Google is going to go through and crawl your site. If you do not do this, it can sit for months without being crawled on Google, even up to like a year or more. So you want to make sure that you're going in and indexing your pages when you create them and if you make any changes to them.